What is happening, everybody? Trey here, joined by my dad, Sean, and today at Reactions to the Classics, we got a 17 song battle coming up in here. We got the track Returning to 17 by Violeta Parra. Hopefully I got the R's rolled there at the end well. Versus 17 by Sharon Van Etten. The Returning to 17 track is the last song wrote in the 60s by the great Chilean folk singer Violeta before she committed suicide, unfortunately. And then the Sharon Van Etten track is the latest hit released by her in 2019 by the fantastic rock singer songwriter from New Jersey. And they both share the subject, that's why they're paired up today, a reflection about being 17. Again, I think there's points in our lives we would like to maybe go back there just for a little bit.
Well, Trey, you're 25 and I'm 50, so it's quite going at the memory banks on this. But this is brought to us by our friend, longtime supporter and patron of the channel, Fran. Fran always picks fantastic stuff. Trey, I was a little disappointed on this song, Return to 17, that you didn't try the Spanish pronunciation of it. You did take 3 years of Spanish, and I could
get the Volver a los, but that last word kind of Diecisiete. There we go. I had to think about it.
I challenged him, and he got it. Well, this song was composed in 1962, but not released until 1966 on her final album,
Las Últimas Composiciones.
See, man, you have to stay on your toes when I'm doing this part. She's a Chilean composer, singer-songwriter. She pioneered the Nueva
Canción Chilena, the Chilean new song.
A renewal and a reinvention of Chilean folk music that would extend its sphere of influence outside Chile. She's acknowledged as, quote, the mother of Latin American folk, and her birth date, October 4th, was chosen as Chilean Musicians' Day. So very, very famous in that area of the world when I was doing the research.
Yeah, well, and that's why I like when Fran does these songs that are not in English, man, you get to really learn about how popular some of these artists are, obviously in these other
hugely
countries.
Influential they are. As always, we're going to have the lyrics up. We're going to have the translated lyrics up so we can kind of follow along. Thanks again, Fran.
Volver a los 17, después de vivir un siglo, es como descifrar signos, sin ser sabio competente. Volver a ser de repente, tan frágil como un segundo. Volver a sentir profundo, como un niño frente a Dios. Eso es lo que siento yo en este instante fecundo. Se va enredando, como en el muro la hiedra, y va brotando, como el mosquito en la piedra, como el mosquito en la piedra, y ahí sí. Mi paso retrocedido, cuando el de ustedes avanza, el arco de las alianzas ha penetrado en mi nido. Con todo su colorido se ha paseado por mis venas, y hasta las duras cadenas con que nos ata el destino. Es como un diamante fino que alumbra mi alma serena. Se va enredando, como en el muro la hiedra, y va brotando, como el mosquito en la piedra. Como el mosquito en la piedra, y sí. Lo que puede el sentimiento no lo ha podido el saber, ni el más claro proceder, ni el más ancho pensamiento. Todo lo cambia al momento, cual mago condescendiente nos aleja dulcemente de rencores y violencia. Solo el amor con su ciencia nos vuelve tan inocentes. Se va enredando, como en el muro la hiedra, y va brotando, como el mosquito en la piedra. Como el mosquito en la piedra, y sí. El amor es torbellino de pureza original, hasta el feroz animal susurra su dulce trino, detiene los peregrinos, libera a los prisioneros, el amor con sus esmeros, al viejo lo vuelve niño, y al malo solo el cariño lo vuelve puro y sincero. Se va enredando, enredando, como en el muro la hiedra, y va brotando, brotando, como el musguito en la piedra, como el musguito en la piedra, y ahí sí, sí, sí. De par en par la ventana se abrió como por encanto, entró el amor con su manto, como una tibia mañana, al son de su bella diana, hizo brotar el jazmín, volando cual serafín, al cielo le puso arete, y mis años en 17 los convirtió el querubín. Se va enredando, enredando, como en el muro la hiedra, y va brotando, brotando, como el musguito en la piedra, como el musguito en la piedra, y sí, sí, sí.
Volver a los 17 coming in here. Violeta, man, put in the work. I was impressed at just with the songwriting, man, the lyricism, the story that was told. Like there was a lot packed into these 4 minutes.
Yeah, it was. The lyrics were great. My favorite verse, I'm just going to read to you because she starts talking about love.
Dude, that's the one I was literally going to cue in on.
Love is a whirlwind of original purity. Even the fierce animal whispers its sweet trill, stops the pilgrims and liberates the prisoners. Love with its best efforts turns the old into a child, and only affection can turn the bad pure and sincere. Now that's our lyrical translation. Maybe in the original language it's a little different than that, but that is a fantastic verse and just a microcosm of the great songwriting on here.
Oh, 100%, man, and it definitely, I enjoyed the intimate nature of the track too, just with how it was very lo-fi on the production. We just had her, her voice and the guitar, and maybe just some foot tapping for a bit of percussion in there, man. I recently listened to Joan Baez's debut that was in 1960. This what do we say, recorded in 62-ish.
Released in 66, but she wrote it in 62, so right in that wheelhouse.
Yeah, so just that early 60s production, and we weren't very fancy even from in the mid to late 60s. So I enjoy that you just can see how these songs still hold up though all these years later, man, because you write lyrics like this, and I thought she had a great voice too, man.
It was really good.
And even her vocal melodies changing kind of into the chorus and whatnot, I thought was strong, and really it just kind of makes you get back and reminisce on being younger and whatnot, and just the trials that might bring, as well as the joys, man. So really strong song right there, man. Glad we were introduced to her. And now we're going to 17 by Sharon Van Etten right here on her 2019 record Remind Me Tomorrow, which was her 5th studio record.
Yeah, and she says the lyrics were inspired by New York City and the changes she saw in the city all the time she lived there. She said, 17 just feels like my New York song. This is talking about living somewhere long enough to see the changes that I have. I've been here 15 years. To be like chasing neighborhoods constantly, walking down the street and seeing a place that's closed that I used to hang out in a neighborhood you can no longer afford, but then you see kids younger than you moving in. Things like that constantly. It's just the New York story. The lyrics see her musing about her past 17-year-old self, offering their perspective on the tribulations of life and how people can grow, change, and ultimately find their place in the world. There we go, that quiet fade.
Working that fade. No, that's why I checked.
I saw you
like,
adjust.
I had to double check we were fully plugged in.
I know what you wanna say. I think that you're all the same. Constantly being led astray. You think you know something you don't.
instrumentation, that fuzziness, and, and the guitar, man. Percussive, just incessant as well, man. All right, 17, Sharon Van Etten, man. Woo! I was really impressed by the production and the mixing on this in particular.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say after the first track. I'm like, there's no way something beats this, and I don't know, I won't give away if this beats it or not, but I was just impressed overall. It's just a bunch of professional musicians, man. That's the best way I could describe it. Like, everything's just so well done. From even the beginning fade in that we talked about while it was going on.
You're right,
you know,
that was a
cool
cool touch.
It was a nice build. It was a very gradual build. It was a build instrument by instrument instead of just low into high. It was low, instrument, low. You know, it was really good. I thought her voice, she delivered this well.
Oh, yeah.
Put you in that atmosphere of how she was feeling, kind of melancholy about the situation.
Well, I like that, Dad, whenever artists give us a peek into their lives, you know, right? Something personal, and yet it's still kind of abstract enough in some of the lyrics that you can apply it to your own situation.
Yeah, it helped that, you know, to read that quote at the beginning of what she was writing about to frame it up as you listen to it.
It's like, I don't have to literally be in New York City to feel that of, oh man, the place around me is growing bigger and, you know, getting
some things
a little
are
bit
closed.
different.
I have so many memories here now. All of
Yeah.
a sudden this place is closed. Something you don't think twice about, but once it's closed, you're like, well, that's sad.
No, you're right, man. And just instrumentally, man, we had some fuzziness in the guitar work. That percussion was just, you know, incessantly driving the track. The synthesizers were maybe my favorite part in there as well.
Not a comment either you or I will make very often, but
man.
yeah.
But yeah, the way they were coming in and out, and especially at the end, almost kind of scratching, almost like a DJ would be on the turntable, like just a really impressed, man, and yet again enjoyed the lyricism as well, and I thought it was interesting too. At the end, she kind of turns it around, you know, waiting. I used to feel free, or was it just a dream? I think that was interesting as well. Like, are we remembering our past? Right? Are we kind of looking through those rose-tinted glasses?
I think we're often looking through those rose-tinted glasses.
And she's saying, now you're a hotshot, think you're so carefree, but you're just 17, so much like me. There at the end, do you think is she talking to somebody else who's maybe 17 and has those aspirations to you know, make it big and whatnot? So, Dad, two, you know, very different songs. We have a, you know, 60s Chilean, you know, folk type of tune going against a very modern production, but still, you know, has those same types of subject matters. Very unique battle, really fun one to do, Fran. But now comes the time, Dad. What are we choosing? What's going to end up on top? We got Volver a los Diecisiete versus 17.
You know what? I'm probably going to have the whole country of Chile up in arms against me, but I'm going to have to go with 17 by Sharon Van Etten.
Dude, it was fire.
You know, there's recent stuff that I like, but I'm usually not going to choose the most recent tune when it's going against something, you know, that's older. But, man, Sharon won me over. I can't believe it, but I'm actually going with that tune.
Dude, no, man. I mean, I think this is good. This is a much closer battle than I expected. I am, just because I was so impressed with the lyrical content and just the imagery of Violeta's song, man. I got to go with Volver a los Diecisiete. And I'm just going to give it the nod. Just some of those lyrics, man, impressed me so much even to this day.
They're
but
fantastic.
I'd add both of these to my playlist, man, honestly. And I just want to shout out Fran again. Let us know, man, which one of these are you going to choose? Let us know in the comments down below. Give some love to our dude Fran for putting these together. And if you'd like to put a battle or submit a song or a record for us to react to on the channel, you can check out our Patreon page. Shout out to the patrons who help keep this channel running. It's linked in the description as well as at the end screen, and there will also be another video that you might like to check out as well. As always, Dad, appreciate it.
Yeah, man, a lot of fun.
And until next time, thanks for watching, happy listening, and we will see you.